After finishing Kingdom Hearts 3, I found myself lost looking for something to play. I then looked at my email and saw that I was given the privilege to play Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight for the Nintendo Switch to review. I was thinking, well, I don't like platformers. I'm not fond of platformers. It makes me sleepy, like, it really does. I'm more of a action RPG guy, a real-time action. I should just reject this key, for other people to use it. Because really, most 2D platformers do. You won't be able to see me having, 2D platformers. Like, say, I do have Super Mario, but I don't play it that much. However, when I saw Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight screenshots within the email, it seemed kinda different, so I went ahead and played it. This is JJ-kun of the Gamers Camp, bringing you my review of Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight, which we would refer to as Momodora 4 throughout the review. Momodora 4, developed by Bomb Service, is a 2D side-scrolling action platformer game released for the Windows PC in 2016 and got recently re-released for Nintendo Switch via eShop last January 10, 2019. It is actually the 4th installment in the Momodora series, so I thought I need to play the first 3 games first before playing this one. But fortunately, it wasn't the case. Momodora 4 is said to be a prequel for the Momodora game series, so you can play it without playing the first 3 games. Momodora 4 starts with 2 people from the side, with the other one just bringing you up to a certain point, saying something like, "This is the point where I can bring you. Going any further would be dangerous." So I immediately thought, damn, looks like this is a continuation of a game. The other guy with the main character, Kaho, told you of your quest to have an audience with the Queen of the Land to aid you of removing the curse laid upon the world that affected your village. Unfortunately, you are too late and the Queen is already cursed, ordering the evil monsters to attack. Honestly, however, when I started playing Momodora 4, it felt like reading a novel or watching a movie about something you have no background of, except you start at the middle. Sure, your quest was laid upon you, but the story itself was not given much expansion, as to how the world was cursed. There's a big potential within the story, but that opportunity wasn't grabbed. When I first saw Momodora 4, I saw that it was sprite-based, which I was really happy about, since I'm a big retro game lover. I love games using sprites. One example would be Pokemon Black and White. The way it utilized sprites was so escalating. I'm telling you, that was the peak of sprite-based games. Nevertheless, Momodora 4 delivered its graphics greatly. It had a very distinct graphical style, which is a big plus point for me. The attacks of the monsters and bosses, the environment which goes with you, like how the grass sway when you walk through it, the animation of each movement, all of it. The game felt very lively and smooth, and I love it. Each area has its own theme, and having its own theme means having its own background music to represent it. Personally, while I think the background music or the OST is good in its own, I could not really pay attention to the music while playing the game, as I was more engaged with the gameplay than essentially in a game. Music is one of the most crucial aspects, but this game seems to break this rule. I would say, however, that the music is good, but it's not good enough to actually be noticed while playing, in comparison to other games where you really notice the music. To be fair, the only music that I notice are the music from the bosses, and it really sets the mood for a boss battle. Aside from that, nothing more. The gameplay was pretty straightforward. You move, you attack. That's it. However, what made it different from other action platformer titles is its limited yet rewarding gameplay. There's a button for range attack, melee attack, roll and jump. You also get abilities mid-game that will help you progress throughout the game. I did mention limited yet rewarding gameplay, right? So what do I mean by that? What I mean is that the game has difficulty, even just at normal mode, with the addition of limited controls making it a hard game. Yes, the game is kind of hard, but it is not too hard that it removes the fun aspect of the game. It just got the right blend of fun and difficulty. I have to say, I did take breaks from time to time as I was almost close to raging and throwing my controller, and I don't want to do that. Joy-Cons or my Pro controller is expensive, But that is exactly the kind of gameplay experience that I love. When something gives you difficulty, you find ways to finish or do the job. Once you do, the feeling you get is of a very rewarding feeling, knowing that all your strategy and all of your hard work paid off. And with that, I really enjoyed playing the game very much. For its price, $40.99 for the Nintendo Switch or $9.99 for the PC via Steam, can I say that its content justifies its price tag? Well, for the game that is very engaging but fairly short, I would say, if you're really into Metroidvania games or 2D action platformer games, then get this. It's very worth its price. You would be playing this not just once as it features multiple endings. In addition to this, you get to unlock a new Game Plus mode after finishing the game, and as well as an Insane mode after finishing the game in hard mode, which would engage you even more. I'm already playing this game for the nth time for Insane mode New Game Plus. Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight did not fail me. Like I said earlier, 2D side-scrolling action platformer games make me sleepy, but Momodora 4 did not. It is a fairly short game, not too short to make it feel lacking, nor too long to be boring. I finished the game including unlocking all the endings within 4 hours, that also includes my breaks from my almost rage quits, and it had me engaged throughout the entire experience. The question, however, still remains, is it worth a buy-in? Very much. Ardeen of Bomb Service, the developer of the game, is doing another 2D side-scrolling action platformer game called Minoria, said to be the spiritual successor of Momodora 4, with some elements coming from the latter carrying over with the addition of new ones, and I cannot wait for it to get released. Did you guys like my review of Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight? Do you agree to my points, or are there points that you disagree on? Comment it down in the comment section so I'll know your thoughts too, and make sure you like the video and subscribe for more. Don't forget to also check out my Facebook page where I constantly go live playing games, which can be accessed through facebook.com/uopink, and my YouTube channel where I upload my stream highlights, which can be accessed here. Until then, see you soon.